Matter of days, the saws, they're going to be coming out from across central Georgia, and with an early Thanksgiving date this year, it's even more important to make sure your Christmas tree lasts until old St. Nick comes to town. Here's how to make the most of your central Georgia Christmas tree here in the weeks to come. Yes, the smell of a fresh cut tree in the living room, a Christmas staple for many homes in central Georgia. But the pressure's on because unlike artificial trees, you have to make sure the tree's in tip-top shape leading up to Christmas, and that responsibility starts as soon as you hit the Christmas tree farm. Michael Roberts owns Roberts Tree Farm in Peach County.
The one key factor in ensuring that that tree takes up the right amount of water is, again, just taking really good care of that cambium layer.
That's right, he didn't say drilling holes in the hardwood part of the trunk. But just what is the cambium layer? It's a thin layer of the tree that runs around the edge between the bark and the hardwood. Robert says you've got about 2 hours from the time the tree is cut down to get it upright in its final destination and submerged in water. But before you put it in water, you want to make sure the cambium layer is still in good shape.
Just make sure that that outer ring is not caked up with sap or rosin.
And if it is, you'll want to cut about 1/4 to 1/2 inch from the bottom to expose the fresh part of the cambium layer. When you go to put the tree up in its final position, you'll also want to keep it away from direct heat sources. That could include fireplaces and, yes, even heating vents.
If you have a vent nearby and you want to put that tree up, just temporarily block that vent off.
Other things to consider: keeping the tree out of direct sunlight and other heat sources. Yep, and those Christmas lights. LEDs are going to be your best choice because they emit less heat than the traditional incandescent lights. So that's the thing, the drilling the holes in the bottom part of the tree apparently does nothing for the tree. It's that cambium layer that matters to make sure that that's getting the water.
Interesting. I've heard so many things about keeping real trees alive. I remember we had a real tree once and people told us you put ginger ale instead of water at the bottom. I don't know if it's true or not, so don't try. If your tree dies and you try that, I'm sorry, it's not my fault, but interesting stuff.
Yeah, so right now on 13WMAZ.com, you can find more on keeping your Christmas tree in top shape, especially with a larger gap between Thanksgiving and Christmas this year. It's even more important that you do that. And next week on 13WMAZ Morning, making the most of your Thanksgiving leftovers. It's going to be the day before Thanksgiving next week at 6:30.